Hey there, PokeMoshPit, Pinocchio, also known as TheAcousticKind here, bringing you another Pokemon Area to Wi-Fi battle. This is going to be an NU tier battle I had against someone by the name of 2D51. Seems like a little strange name, I know, but both of our links will be in the description if you'd like to see any additional content from me or any content from him. Obviously, it's 4th gen, so let's just go ahead and get into it. I'm using a Trick Room team. He's using, I guess, a standard team. He's going to leave the Sand Slash. I'm confident he's going to want to go for the rocks, so I'm going to use this as an opportunity to get up a free Trick Room, which is nice for me. And I'm going to go straight into my Dandelion. Not sure what he wants to do, but I'm sure that he doesn't really have anything that can take me out in one hit or anything like that. And obviously I can outspeed because of the Trick Room. So I'm going to predict him to go into a Grass type to resist my own Grass move. So I'm going to go for a Sludge Bomb, which unfortunately is not going to work out because he goes to a Kecleon, which makes it a Poison type. So now I don't really have any moves to use on it. If I had gone for the Grass move, then I could have used the Poison move as super effective, but it is a Special Wall Kecleon, obviously, by the damage, so it's not going to do too much. He went for Sucker Punch, not going to work, so I went to Rampardos. And I'm just going to go for an EQ, predicting him to go back to Sand Slash, because if I go for a Rock Smash, yeah, he'll resist it. But I don't want to double switch, because that's a little too risky this early in the game. I want to get some safe damage on anything. So now I'm going to switch out to my fucking Cotton Candy, my Porygon 2. This is actually a defensive Porygon 2 with Trick Room, Toxic, Try, Attack, and Recover. I'm actually thinking of switching Toxic and Try Attack out for Bolt Beam because of perfect coverage, meaning Ice Beam and Thunderbolt. And yeah, I sped this part up here because it's a little stally. We traded statuses. I totally went for Toxic, thinking he might switch into a special attacker or something like that. Or really any non-wall poke, I guess, to try to break my Porygon 2. Because I can obviously outstall him because I do have recovery, whereas he does not. Although Super Fang and Toxic are slowly kind of whittling me down, since Toxic, of course, does stack up. And he's pretty much foddering out his Sand Slash because he wants to get a free switch. And he's going to use this free switch to go into Magmortar. So I'm going to go into my ZZ Master, a Hypno, because it is Psychic type, meaning it resists fighting, which is the only weakness Porygon 2 has. So I am predicting the Focus Blast, and it's going to work out good for me. Also, ZZ Master in general, is he's kind of like the Blissey of NU, sort of, if you want to think about it in those terms. So I'm going to make a double switch here, going back into my Rocky Start, because I want to get that Trick Room back up and operating. And I'm pretty sure that whatever he switches into won't be able to take me out in one hit. And he brings in this Luxray. I'm not too afraid of it, so I am going to go for the rocks, thinking I can take 2 moves and then set up the Trick Room. But he actually is using Ice Fang. I didn't think that was the best option, although I guess I don't know what his move pool is. And the fact that he used Ice Fang 3 times in a row made me think he's probably Scarfed or something, because why else? Well, I didn't understand why he kept using Ice Fang. I think he has a better move for me. So I did Explode, and he protected. Wow, that's really awesome for him, because, yeah, whenever you protect an explosion, you just feel all warm and cuddly inside. But whatever, I can go into my Handlebars, my Rampardos, and I just finish him off with an EQ, since I didn't really see anything that can handle an EQ too well after his Sand Slash being gone. So he brings in this Kecleon, and since I do suspect it to be a Special Wall, I don't think it can take a Life Orb EQ from Rampardos, because even though it's not Stab, yeah, Life Orb, and Rampardos has a very high attack stat. I think something like 160 or something. It's ridiculously high, I know that. So yeah, I am able to take it out. And he brings in this Politoed, and I'm not sure what he wants to do. I'm just going to go ahead and go for an EQ. And that's going to work out really well for me, although it doesn't quite finish it off. I was hoping it might, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. And I actually activated his Salic Berry, and he finishes me off with a Brick Break, meaning he is a physical Politoed, which is really rare to see. I'm guessing he has Sub and Belly Drum, so his only other move is a Water move, so that's why I go to Dandelion, knowing I can resist that. Even with the Trick Room gone, I will go last. But I know I can take a Brick Break, so that's my thought process, and that actually works out brilliantly. And I'm going to fodder out my Dandelion at this stage, because, yeah, he does have Rocks Up and all that kind of stuff. And even if he didn't, I wouldn't want to make an over-prediction that could cost me what I'm going to need to check the rest of his team. So I'm going to safely bring in my Rocket Man, knowing he's going to have to switch if he's choiced, which I assume he's choiced. That's the reason I am confident in bringing in Rocket Man. And I do one-hit KO his Magmortar, so that was actually really awesome for me. I did have the help of the rocks, but I'm thinking that was maybe max damage or something. But either way, I had the Aqua Jet, so I could have just Aqua Jetted it and finished it off with priority. And I'm going to stay in on his Espeon here and just go for an Aqua Jet to get as much damage as I can, because I know that it is his last, so I pretty much have this game in the bag. I can bring in my Porygon 2, my fucking Cotton Candy, go for the Trick Room, meaning that next turn I will be able to outspeed and finish it off with a Tri-Attack. And even if he had done enough damage to where Toxic had finished me off right here, with the Trick Room activated, my Hypno could outspeed and kill it with a Seismic Toss, although Hypno could tank one Signal Beam anyways, even with the super effective. So, good game, 2D51, it was fun. Feel free to check out his channel, he also does videos, and if you enjoyed this narration or this video in general, you can get some more Pokemon action on my channel, link below. Have a great day, MoshPit, and yeah, I guess I'll catch you guys in my next video, so peace out.